Is there is there a link to share like on?
She's brunching right now. That's what bosses do. So, first off, tell us what businesses you have because there's an umbrella under Teresa Nicole Enterprises.
Oh my
A bunch
god.
of things under there.
Man.
So we're actually in the process of rebranding Bling with a Twist.
Okay.
Um, which I'm excited about. I have Hot Pink Bling, which is actually my t-shirt company. Just
Okay.
acquired a pressure washer business.
I saw that as well.
Yes. And then our brand, Queen Life.
Nice. So, are you out there power washing and you get the hose and you out there spraying it down on the?
No, however, I am cleaning the windows and I know how to do
Mhm.
screen enclosures and all that stuff, but he will not let me pressure wash.
Listen, I'm just
We
trying to
had a little
picture
bit of
this.
a
All
disagreement.
that hair and you out there with your little machine.
Girl,
Not happening.
listen, I'll put it up in a bun if I have to.
Hustler
I
Supreme.
understand. So you said Bling with a Twist. You're rebranding now. What is Bling with a Twist? First of all.
Well, Bling with the Twist was kind of brought upon to brand off of like the paint parties. And
Hmm.
instead of doing the painting, we decided, people would have a lot more fun actually making their own custom t-shirts versus painting. And it
Got it.
just, once we started, it took off from there. Have a little
Mhm.
wine, make a shirt, go
Mhm.
home, you blinged out, good time.
So how did you start blinging? Where did you just wake up one day and say, "This needs some sparkle. Let me put something on this cup." And like, where did it start?
Y'all, so how I started was I made a tutu for my daughter. And I posted
The
on
little
Facebook.
skirt, like a
It
ballerina
was a
tutu.
it was a little ballerina tutu. First of all, now that I think about it, she probably hated that tutu, but she's such a boy. Um, and I posted on Facebook, and this was years ago.
Hmm.
And one of my friends saw it, and she was like, "Oh, I need you to make one for my goddaughter." And she's like, "But I want something on a T-shirt." So I went to Michael's, and I grabbed one of those the decal things,
Hmm.
and I put it on the shirt, and half the stones were on, half the stones were off. So I had to like go through and put glue on the back of each and when she got
Wow.
it, she posted it, and I started getting all these extra orders. And then I was just like, there's got to be an easier way to do this. So I just started digging and trying to figure out how to get into it, and that's how it started.
That so it started with just the tutu and a t-shirt.
A tutu and a
And
t-shirt and an
and from
iron.
what I've seen, you pretty much can bling out anything. I've seen you do cups and shoes and shirts.
Cars,
And which one is the most tedious? What's the most tedious thing to bling?
cars,
Hmm?
cars.
As in
Like,
automobiles?
yes, the chrome on the front.
Hmm.
Cars and lamps.
Wow.
Believe it or not, the easiest one I think I've ever done was like a salon chair. But with cars, you have to use special glue because, of course,
Hmm.
weathering and all of that stuff. You have to make sure you use top quality rhinestones because they can dull. But
I see you are
cars,
very serious about the items you use and the material you use because there's a lot of people that bling things and okay.
don't
But I
have no
know that
clue.
you are very particular about your items. And I know at one time you were sending out kits to teach people how to bling, weren't you? You still do that?
Yep, the kids are literally going like on a. That's actually the most consistent income that's coming in right now. Like for some reason, because we're all at home, we're going
That
through
was my next
COVID.
question.
Yep, that is the kits, masks, and birthday
Mm,
shirts.
I'm sure the mask is off like now. So,
Yeah,
but has COVID really affected you a lot, or was it okay?
it actually my company made more
Mm-hmm.
last year than I had done in the past 7 years, like yearly ever, ever.
Wow.
Put me in a
Are
whole
your
other tax
kids
bracket.
involved in your business at all?
My daughter is gender neutral brand of
Nice.
hoodies and joggers and stuff like that. So listen, they
Oh, you
working.
just gonna keep it moving. Y'all gonna make some money. Everybody got to bring something in. So, babe, we just gonna go outside to get a hose. Like, how do you start a business of power washing?
It was actually my boyfriend. Always the type that's like, okay, well, we can work for them. However, I want to get like them. I want to be in
Hmm.
that same circle. So I decided to launch applying pressure.
Yeah,
And
I saw a quote. I just watched that. I think that's where so many people are right now. It's so many entrepreneurs and so many businesses starting. Um, eh, that's the way to go now.
you know,
um,
I think it's because as Black people, we really didn't know that we could.
Yeah.
We didn't
Hmm.
know that we could, but now we know that we can. Got the keys to the
So
city.
tell us your back. Like, where did you grow? Did you grow up in Miami? I mean, not in Miami, in Florida, or you're a Florida girl?
I am
Oh,
a Florida girl, Jacksonville, Florida, born and raised. I have not moved anywhere. I have not left. Jacksonville will hold you close for the people that know it.
You can move to another side of town and feel like you're in a whole nother city, to be
And
honest
never
with you,
see
because it's a
people
different
twice.
environment. Yeah, like the city is like that big.
I
So
had
yeah,
no
it'll
idea.
grab you and just won't let you go.
I had no idea. I'm thinking it's some small little town. Like, yeah, no, no.
Jacksonville, I think it's still the biggest city.
Look at
Well,
y'all.
sometimes I'm proud of it.
Well,
I'm proud of
honestly.
it. Sometimes I'm not.
What's your most
It
popular
come and go.
item
It
from
come and
Lick?
go.
Decided to drop it one day because I was like, I want to see how these are gonna do. I'm looking for employment, some employees.
In yourself, and I know you have to beat that in your ears, like.
I've
But,
honed in on it. I've learned when I use it.
so you made it work for you, even though you were not a proponent. Because I think when people think Bedazzle, they think that little kit that was on TV for 1999 and little. Yeah, no, this is not what you do.
No, Crocs was one of the biggest ones, but
A little bit more now.
I'm kind of actually just concentrating on what I have on my hands now and
Mhm.
putting them into the right. That's why I'm meeting right now. Yes.
Facebook, TikTok, IG.
TikTok has been it. TikTok has been it.
is the thing now.
Facebook hasn't done anything for my business anymore ever. Instagram and then TikTok has been it. That's another generation of income too.
Mm-hmm.
You can
I know
reach
when
more
you're
people.
out, you get a lot of business stuff like that. When you're out and about, they see your stuff and just your
Tap your
own
phone and keep it
advertising.
moving. Yep.
My goodness. And you said you got your daughter into it. And you said, so now you're in business with your boyfriend. How is that? Was that ever?
Oh, running these different sales, like he allows me to do my part with the company.
That's okay.
I let him do his thing. You let me do my thing.
That brought him to having the entrepreneurial spirit before. Like he was not. Is that
What the hell? But I actually have
still
a job,
now?
a legit. Right?
Oh,
No,
yeah,
I
now.
what else I need, like my building and everything else going faster. So I was like, well, sure, I'm not finna quit. Okay, we can only work certain days, and when you decrease the income, it starts to affect the household. So that side income, it definitely helps out.
Doing things, and she said that's really important for her.
Trying to call in.
I'm sorry. Oh.
We need people to run to keep stuff running, and it's not. As an entrepreneur, we never saw each other. It was all
with yourself as well. For yourself,
yeah.
or you always
being around all the time. So I like to be. I always wanted to either be somebody's manager. Was the turning point of me wanting to be. Yeah, we was boosting CDs. You hear me?
Yeah.
CDs and DVDs.
It's not panning out how you wanted to be, but what kept you going if you did?
People will stress you out and make you not want to do it. Teresa, nah, baby, you can do this. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta keep up with this one, or I feel that she's got a lot going on. I feel like I gotta step up. Like,
yeah, this. I've seen it and heard it. It's intimidating.
Vic, is that intimidating to you as a man? I don't like the word intimidating to you. So when a
Not for
woman has a
me.
lot going on for herself, I know a lot of guys say
It's
they want that chick, but then a lot of them really don't. Like they just seem like they're very scared of it. Like,
it's not that it's intimidating. It's just time. When you look at time,
that's the one that
you know what I'm saying? Like that's the only thing I can see where it can be like.
yeah.
Because you constantly hear you don't want people to waste your time to approach her or anything like that.
Nah, it's the exact opposite. I'm one of those type people. I don't use time as an excuse. If we're together, you're my priority. We got time. My man, with any business, that's our time. We binge watching movies. We're always together. Always. This morning we were
time for it.
I had a Converse shoe. That it's
so
just
you were saying the money.
I think it's more men have the issue with. I think sometimes if she makes more, because from what I've seen, a lot of women tend to down talk. Or
absolutely,
kind of make the man, even though they love him to death.
Yeah,
you get the little snippy little remarks like, well, if you did more, I've never been that type of person. To me, if we're together, that's ours.
We good.
Do this no more. But if I've been down talking this man or making him feel a certain type of way, when I'm down, guess what's gonna happen?
He got to take out right.
But
I'm gonna
see,
be like that dude inside that wheelchair off of what's the name inside the little in the
Slide in the
tub.
bathtub, laying there.
see this, like, I don't
Remember,
know
you was down to me.
why that is a thing. Why is it that women do that? Why do I mean I understand why, I get why, because women want to practice dating up more than them. That's what I
Yeah,
constantly hear. What just listen, just hear me out. Just let me
I'm
finish.
with you. Go ahead.
Than them. That's just the consensus of our culture to how they see shit. But when they don't, why is it that some women would use that against men to say that you're not? I want to say,
And it's we've been conditioned that way. Now I will say, like, in my daughter's generation, like I'm still classified. We are
yeah,
millennials, but we're at the
X,
beginning.
yeah, we Gen
She's
X, really.
towards the end of the millennial phase, and they're just completely different. I've always been like that, but we, growing up, your dad teaches you, the man should do this and the woman should do that, and if the man doesn't, then he's weak. And I
I
just wish we
think
can get out of
yes.
that shit. Like, I swear to God, like, it's
Because we have to, because there's more opportunity about better than other people at something
well,
to
yeah,
make money.
Hmm.
Women are not included in that whole atmosphere of people now. So as a woman, you're achieving things that was only reserved for men. And not just any man, kind of dishonest to look for a man on that level, because it's not, one, there's not many men on that level.
right.
Secondly,
But that's the
there's not
reason
many
why so
people.
many is that's what why so many single bitter ass women. Because you keep on
Listen,
chasing
because she's once
these
worried about how he's willing to make it. What's he gonna do with it? If he's gonna go out and work for it? Like, I'm cool with that. That's fine. You can
yeah.
make what you make, and as long as you can support yourself, we're good. Um,
Listen,
I don't need you to be a millionaire. Wow, it would be wonderful. But I mean, let's be realistic. I mean, I don't have millionaires knocking down my door every day. I've come
right.
across a couple, but I'm just being realistic about it. It's not about, and I think so many women are just getting to, like you said, that point where they're making that money, and their money is now everything to them. That's their badge of that they wear on. Oh, I have 6 degrees, and I make $250,000 a week, and it's like,
By your
so
damn self.
in a on a pillow. No one cares. I mean, um, we
Yeah.
definitely put a lot more focus on money than guys do. Guys
Yeah.
focus on looks, we focus on money. And it's just kind of how it is. That's
Yeah.
why when the guy Kevin Samuels told the girl what you're looking for, you don't really qualify for. I understood what he was saying. How he said it was horrible, but I understood what he was saying.
Mind you, in your circle, you don't have to date for approval anymore. You get to date for love.
Right. That's what a
None of
lot of
that shit matters.
I don't think
tell your
people look at
girlfriend.
other people's character enough. What kind of
Hmm.
person are you
Hmm.
as a human? As a
Hmm.
human being, as a person I can sit down and have a conversation with.
Hmm.
And I
I
think
agree.
a lot of people overlook that for the shit that people can benefit them in. And that's where the selfishness in humanity comes from. Like, people
Hmm.
are always, especially here in this little action. So we
Hmm.
Yeah.
never have time to actually look at a human being and say, who are you? What are you? And that leads
Yep.
to a lot of fucked up predicaments, man. We get in a lot of fucked up predicaments like that.
I I told you I had a friend, and she asked this guy Walmart, but what if I'm the CEO? Like, why does it matter where I work? Like, I could work at McDonald's, but I could also be the franchise owner
Be
of this
the
McDonald's.
exactly
And what difference does it make? He was like, I'm not here to take care of you. Like, 10 guys and 10 girls, and they're trying to find love.
Netflix.
And the one girl asked the guy straight up. She was like, "So if I have kids, and then how's this home life gonna work?" He told her they were gonna split the bills. He was like, "Well, you work, I work, we'll split it." Oh, she hated that. She was like, do you see me? I don't look like a split the bill kind of girl. And I said, oh, told her that. But he was like, that's just how I honestly felt. That's what I'm gonna do. Like, we gonna both work. I'm not raising another, you're not my child. Like, I don't have to take care of you. And I think that's where so many of us are. I would love to be a stay-at-home mom, wife, whatever, but that's just not realistically looking like it's gonna happen, and then people are still chasing that down, like, my money is my money and his money is our money thing.
See, this is the thing that we don't, I don't think most women get, is that what equality brings, what having equal opportunity brings.
Hmm.
I can't, because it's only so many resources we got to share amongst each other. So in order
Mm-hmm.
to bring you up, I have to come down. I don't think all women have fully grasped that concept yet. That no, you came up, I'm different,
Yeah.
and you have to look at me different. That's the exchange that I don't think most men are ready for it. Believe it or not, men ready to hand some of this shit over. They don't want
I
to
don't
admit
know.
it because they've been told since childhood,
I
no,
don't
I
know.
got to be a man. And men, I think men are more acceptable to it because it relieves them of a lot of responsibility and accountability. I don't think
Exactly.
women ready to pick up that responsibility and
Nope.
accountability that comes along with the opportunities they have received.
I think they would. Oh, you can't ask your man
Mm-hmm.
for this, or you can't do this. Like they so just so concerned about, what everybody else is gonna think. I don't give a
Mm-hmm.
fuck what
That's
nobody
all front
else.
of
We've
us.
been we've been taught about that. We've been taught it. Coming up, you already know down here, down south,
Mm-hmm.
the first thing your mama teach you, the job is to get you somebody that's got benefits, pension, and they teach you how to
Listen.
get it.
Yeah.
Like who gotta lay on
That's
top of me.
we living in a different.
Old stuff. We want all the traditions and all the old stuff that they used to have, but then we still want to be new age and new. It's
Wow.
you can't have it. You tell someone they can't have it all once you have
If
it.
women were smart, they would love today's era. You are empowered. If I'm paying all the bills, I know my ego and I know my pride. You're not gonna,
Hmm.
man. Listen, man. Okay, what we here do what? Okay, I hear you, but I'm gonna do what I want to do because I pay all the bills here. But
There
if
you
you
go.
join in with me on these bills to be paid
You
anyway,
straight, right?
And same way with the woman. Like
Hmm.
that's why I'm okay with 50-50 because otherwise I have to pay all this shit on my damn own shoes. And we can still go on trips. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And save. But people don't
Hmm.
think that way. Like, if you single, you still gotta pay 100%. You
I think, man, I think again, it's an accountability that comes with responsibility. That, again, I just because men, even if somebody else did it, another man did it, it's still our bad. It's still my bad for what he did. And I think that's a lot of things that men that like the younger boys ain't going for that shit no more.
I mean,
They ain't going for that
they're
shit.
like, why do I have to take you out to
Are you a proponent of Dutch dating?
oh hell yes. Yes. We
You're
do it
doing
all.
Dutch?
We do it all the
I
I
don't know
don't
how. I'm still not into. I'm not sold on Dutch. Dutch just doesn't do it for me.
it's one
Dutch
of
is
them
homey-ish to me. But again, each situation, I guess, works for
right. So
everyone. But
if we depends on where we are,
hmm.
I might want a lot of shit.
Yeah, I grub. I grubs.
And if
Yeah,
I know I'm about
that
to
you
do
don't
some
went out
serious shit,
extra
hey,
overboard.
I be like, hey, you cover yours. I'm gonna take. No, we don't do that
Yeah, no, it's
whole.
good.
We talk about our bill. Hey, we going inside here. How much are we spending today? What's our
Yeah,
limit? Oh,
Yep.
okay, good. So I know what I.
no, that's a
Yeah,
conversation. So
in the car on the way in. Hey,
what we doing?
what's my limit?
What we doing?
So I just saw that first date hotspot. Y'all, this list had me on the floor. Okay. So at first it said In and Out Burger. These are the top 10. This is in the top 10 order. Starbucks is one, Chick-fil-A, In and Out Burger, Texas Roadhouse, Panera Bread. That one's the kicker. So they had Top Golf on the list,
Oh
Baskin
Lord.
Robbins, Dunkin' Donuts was on the
Oh
list
God.
for a date. I don't know about you all, but if a guy took me on a date to 7-Eleven, we're just going to say that we're definitely not going on a second date.
So
They don't have a
that is
seat.
not
You
a
can't
real
sit in
list.
7-Eleven. That's not a date.
That's not a real list,
I
man.
think somebody just must have just one person said it and they just rolled with it. But a
Chick-fil-A.
lot of so let me tell you, one of my first dates with my a bless. First of all, you already know the food gonna be good,
Yeah,
but
we
we
do.
sat there for hours and
And
we
talk.
talked and talked and talked and talked. And he was just like, I swear, I was nervous about us meeting up. I was like, first of all, I came here for you. I don't give a fuck what
Yeah,
we.
his best dates are ice cream dates. He's a Baskin Robbins. Like,
First
I
of
love.
all,
You know what I'm saying? So I can get ice cream,
it's
I can get
almost over.
Starbucks,
Yeah,
but Chick-fil-A, boy, you
yeah.
Yeah.
have to be like out of your ego and just know that it's. I don't know, man. Like
Like,
that's.
how do you ask that? Like, so you want to meet up at
Um,
Chick-fil-A?
That's exactly how it was. It was in the
Wow.
daytime, so it wasn't like like
Hmm.
bills.
yeah.
I understand life, and he was just like, Just want to, spend. First of all, it was supposed to be just like an hour or so. We had met on MySpace, so I was like, public spot. I don't know how to order. Let's go to Chick-fil-A, and that's where it was.
Polynesian sauce makes everything better. So
Maybe it was the atmosphere. So maybe because everybody happy in there. I was.
I'm going to Chipotle with someone that I'm already with. Like me and babe, we can go down to Chipotle or wherever, Chick-fil-A. But I just feel like for a first date, that's very.
Nah, I do it. It's just it can't last long because you get the bubble guts and you got to run. But I would see. I don't mind.
But I don't know. I'm a little picky or for
Yeah.
Like
dinner
it's the
date.
thing with me. It's just
Damn, August Virgos.
men
I
have
tell you.
men have started to feel like first dates are paying for a woman's attention.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
Like I got to spend this much money, and I don't know this lady, and it
Y'all let
started to
somebody take y'all
simplify.
out on a date at 7-Eleven?
Mm-mm.
No.
7-Eleven. Yeah.
But you gonna get
Okay.
a big bite.
Okay.
I'm not with it. Not with eating gas station
Nothing to
food
get,
on the first date.
nothing
That
to
doesn't
get.
work.
Nah, I can't do it. I can't chance it. I ain't,
But like, okay,
I ain't
so
got.
this on the first date.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I
I'm ready.
wouldn't suggest anybody spend over $100 on a first date with
I
me.
bet money on just your attention. That's just me
So
personally.
And now y'all
So
ain't
my
cash.
I feel
last
like it
first
got to be
date,
something reasonable.
he made it a point to say, we gotta go somewhere nice. And I was like, I'm simple. We can go down to Fridays or whatever. Like I'm chill. And he made it a point to want to go to this expensive. And I'm like, damn, that kind of sucks. You just wasted 200.
Home for the rest of the dates.
Mm-hmm.
So I rather start at 7 o'clock.
Central
Conversation.
Park was on the list. They had a walk through Central Park was on the list. But yeah, 7-Eleven as an actual date is weird.
Cause first
I
date, the
do
first few
weird
dates.
stuff.
In the toy aisle. So
First of all, I can definitely tell what kind of
But you
toiletries
know
you
what?
use.
That'll tell you a lot about a person, though. Just walk through Walmart and just. So what you get out of here?
yeah.
Just, man, you
Not
know,
only that,
Mayonnaise? No, thank you. Okay.
if
No,
you don't
sir.
pick that Dukes up, I
We don't do
swear to
that. We
God.
do Hellman's and Dukes. Yeah.
oh, she
Um,
used the
What you use? Hellman.
dishwashing liquid.
I like Hellman
Ugh.
too, though. Yeah. See, all that stuff matters. So
yeah.
those that's
And see who
Wow.
could find like the best cards and gave them back and put them right back. That shit was fun. Like you can be creative and be cheap, but I think certain places is just no, that's a no. Mhm.
That's what personality matters, man. What kind of personality people?
Like how much you make to someone.
so. Let me tell y'all. After the first few, first of all,
But you
okay.
good?
So with all my friends in my circle, we all do the exact same thing. I have them when they start. We play the game of questions, and you start out with a list, and these questions. I got it from this. He's a college professor, but these questions are very, very, very deep. And they say if you can actually get past all those questions honestly with each other, it's marriage in the future. So a game of questions where we just ask back and
What
forth,
type of
back and forth.
questions is it?
It don't matter. What you do? You like mushrooms?
Uh huh.
How are you? What's the worst thing you could have ever done with a bill?
Wow,
What are some mistakes that you have made with your credit that you wish you wouldn't have? Or what are some
that's a
things that you had
conversation.
credit, are they working on that credit, or they don't know anything about credit? So the question game is a shit. At first, it brings you closer because they get, and you can't ask the same. Like if I ask you one question, you cannot ask the same question back to get away with it.
I can see how.
Yeah.
I can see how.
I'm trying to think. How do I? Finances usually don't come up until pretty much living together, and that sucks. Like I found out the hard way. That's the like
Yeah,
my ex was horrible with money, and
deal.
yeah, just had to. Oh God,
You
no.
know, black women they don't play about that earned income credit. You took my children's money.
Mm-mm. Mm.
Yeah, set the tone
Those
for the
are
rest of
very
the
hard. I think
year.
people are so
Killer of all marriages, relationships, and everything.
relationships.
That money
Mhm.
ain't right. Nothing ain't right because everybody looks
Listen,
like they making better.
listen, and it's his fault, but it's all
It's
his
always,
fault.
always.
I don't like in the dating phase. Like, how much do you make a year? Is that
Yeah.
like a rude question to ask, or is it a realistic question that you should be asking?
No, I think it's realistic. Like just like Solana was just saying, everybody knows with me, there's a prenup stuff like that. I really don't care about whether I didn't make a lot or when I did make a lot, or when as I do make a lot. Don't bother me at all.
Because we see potential and we know what life costs, and if we're going to be together, I guess we need to know. What you can handle, what I can handle,
But see,
what can we handle together?
I'm
Yeah.
flighty. I'm flighty. I have, you know what I'm saying? So when you ask me questions about staying around, it always makes me uncomfortable.
That's all.
Is there anything where I feel like you're planning something? I'm good.
You ain't
Enough.
like
I'm it
nobody?
enough.
Sheesh.
I'm just, no, I'm just, I don't know. I'm
Their
just,
wall is
I don't know.
their wall is up like
I'm good.
Listen,
You get through that,
nobody
you're a
getting through.
champion. You're a champ. You
the
get through
reason
all of
you said,
that. You
so
earned
you're
it.
not opposed to a prenup? Is it?
Ain't never with a woman for her money.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
you and these God.
Ever. Ever. Not because in my heart of hearts, I leave everything I accumulated with you and start over from jump just to burn all of that shit
I've
behind
done
me.
it. I've
So
done it.
I'm not
I don't want
attached
nothing
to
with.
you. Give a fuck
Yeah,
about your
it's
money.
simple shit. Like you keep what I have, what I had before you. You have what you had before me, and we split what we got
Whatever we
together.
built together.
Like that's it.
Yeah, that's it. With me, no, I want nothing that,
But yeah,
no,
I've been on the
especially
bitter
if she,
side.
They in their feelings, the things
Motherfuckers
they
come for
do, their petty
everything.
level is, yeah, a whole different level of petty.
yeah, it's
My
Facts.
ex
strategic
put
petty.
toothbrush in my bottle of vodka when he, I mean toothpaste and a bottle of vodka when he left me. So
Listen,
he moved on. I don't know. Prenups are always a hard conversation to have. It sounds simple to say, okay, we just gonna split things, but I guess it depends how you live in. Because if we're living in a way and you're paying most of the shit, well, yeah, that's how you get stuck with alimony. Exactly the same when you're not in the same situation. Why am I
exactly.
paying you? I have a friend that gets $4,000 a month in alimony. Alimony, not child support. Alimony. I said, oh, look, I don't think it's fair, but that's the lifestyle.
Does
That's
it?
what
But
you
that
put
I
up
mean,
with.
I get it. But does it stop when she starts dating somebody else?
For real. Like
Listen,
dead ass.
You gotta go to his house or something.
Yeah.
yeah, nah, you ain't walking up in there, bro.
I wouldn't,
Listen, I'm not gonna be
four
paying
grand a
for some
month
dude to be
A
inside the
month.
house and
for
all that.
somebody you don't want no more?
And
Boy, that's rough, boy.
I think
That's
just
rough.
money is a hard conversation to have. It's a really hard conversation, but it shouldn't be, but it is. It
it
can get
is.
uncomfortable.
It is.
Um,
I mean, even down to this day, like we still a little.
I mean,
I don't
that's
think
my
Southern
money.
men. I don't think Southern men care about stuff like that, but they do care about how she treats him while she's making
Yeah.
that money.
yeah,
Your money don't make you better than me, or
No,
I'm
it
not
don't.
lesser. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna
Yeah.
tolerate that shit.
Yeah.
But you think you should do what now? Yeah. What you need me to do? What? Go research something for you? Okay, I got you. Go ahead.
there you go.
I ain't got that ego like that. Like that bullshit though, man. Like I'm on some other shit. I look at life different to appreciate a woman who can go get more than I can. Shit.
It's I've never heard a guy physically say that it will be a problem, but I've definitely seen it be a problem.
Yeah. It
Which
can be a
makes I
problem.
don't. It definitely
I
happens.
know a lot of men that won't date women that make more than them. Period. Just
Wow.
for the fact of them seeing how women can be when we make more money.
I think a lot
Which
of
is
people say, "Who? Come on, sis. Come
fact.
through.
Shalonda
Please say, sis."
I
repeat what you
mean,
said, Shalonda. She said it's not about power, but I'm not taking on your liabilities either.
Hmm.
First of all, we still talking about liabilities. We're not talking about emotions. We're talking
no, no,
about
no. I'm saying because
financial.
see, but no, no, see, but that's the trade off. See, y'all think it's something. That's the trade off.
They
No,
don't
no,
trade
no,
off
no, 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 no.
money
Listen to what
versus
I'm saying.
emotions.
Yeah, listen to what I'm saying.
Okay,
Right,
go
I
ahead.
seen the normal exchange between men and women
Yes,
have
you're right.
always been
Money for
finances,
emotions.
emotions.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is because that has been canceled out on her end, can he cancel that out? Traditionally, man, like men gonna have liabilities because we'll take a chance that we shouldn't take sometimes, and we
But
lose.
we do too and
But
lose all
y'all,
the
but y'all,
time.
but y'all,
But we're
it's
stronger to come back, I guess, you know.
we put. I don't
I was
But
think
about
we
to say
take
not anymore. Yeah,
the
not now.
once again, you said times have changed. Women,
true.
we take failure hard, be it marriage,
Extremely hard, and especially as a
business,
Virgo.
job, girl. I take everything hard. I think I just
Yeah.
took that I ain't finished off this food. I'm about to cry about it in the car. Like, I just didn't finish the dish.
I don't know. Like I think that ego comes into a lot of it with men. That y'all ego is ridiculous,
Yeah.
and just that whole. Mm,
Yeah.
But
in
but
space.
but a man provides more than finances though, and we have to look at those other
But you all
aspects that
look at
he's
the same way
providing.
when we say we do other things outside of finances. So when you guys are talking this 50-50 stuff, you guys don't give us the making sure you got your teeth clean this month because you haven't had it
But
done in 2 years. The have you when's the last time you had a doctor's appointment? The shit that we do that you all don't give us credit for. So
oh,
it's
we do
okay.
Yeah.
give
We
you
both
credit
do a
for it.
lot of
We
other shit.
do. We do. We can't move without y'all. Like we understand the importance of y'all.
I
But
think it should be
y'all,
verbalized.
Thank you.
how?
It should be verbalized,
How?
like saying
Okay,
it.
I'm
I
asking
wouldn't
how.
be able to do this without you, and I hope you know just random gratitude. Like my boo, he gratitude me so much stuff. Like it's just simple gratitude. You ain't got to do all this extra
Absolutely.
stuff.
No, no. I
Just
guess
pillow talk. You
But
just
they
I
like
guess
take
telling me
those
I'm
thank
things for
biased
you.
because
granted.
I
They
don't know.
think that we're supposed to, that we have to do these
I
things,
gotta do
that
shit. It's your
that's the
teeth.
woman's job. You
Oh
already
no,
said it.
many
It's
I don't
like
have
you
to
men
do
don't know what
don't
the
shit.
give
fucking
women
copay
gratitude. Let
is.
me say that.
I barely get my do my kid give birth to somebody, feed them, put them on a bus, make sure they get
Pretty
their education, get the hell out of my house. That's
much.
it. That's it. As far as a man, I don't have to do anything. I do it because I want to. I do it because I love you, not because I have to. Them your teeth. That's your health. Don't forget my appointment. You won't have a next appointment. I tell you that for
No,
sure.
what I'm saying is,
And that
what I'm
and that
saying
that,
is,
that reminder is not coming through your calendar.
see, I can't deal with that. I can't deal with that because I show
Mm,
gratitude in other ways by reciprocating those kind of acts back to you.
yeah,
Well, that's because that's how you
No, no,
guys
listen
want
to
it
what I'm
though.
saying though. Listen to what I'm saying though.
right. We
That's
can't
what, but
we
listen,
don't have a choice because God knows if I call somebody else, it's a problem.
It's a whole problem.
That might know how to handle exactly.
I don't know many people who don't show gratitude to their woman. Fuck
Mhm.
just women in random. I'm
You know how
talking
many
about
women? You know how many women got work husbands because the work husband is showing more
Listen,
gratitude than the man at home because he thinks he's showing her stuff and he don't even know shit about her love language. Let's be
mhm.
clear on this.
I don't even know that shit. That shit.
On the old school, because it sounds like you
No,
want to
because
have that you
no,
still
no,
want to have a
no, no,
little
no,
mix of
no.
the old school and new
No,
school
no, no, no,
too.
no, no. Because it's foundations and everything. Everything evolved, but it's still foundations in it. It's still principles. Those principles don't change. Those dynamics may change where they equal out a little bit, but they never
Yeah,
foundation shit.
I'm just
What
trying to
I'm
wrap up.
saying,
We got
Yeah, you got
6 minutes.
pineapple. Yeah, pineapple, orange juice, promotion.
Oh, listen, this one. This one here. Yeah, we
You
got
good?
six.
I'm
Let
all
me.
trying to
Now, how
yeah,
do you?
okay.
Okay, so Vic, how do you show your gratitude? You said you reciprocate the same thing,
No,
but
but no, what I'm
how?
saying, oh, that's what I was saying. Okay. We all show gratitude. Women have work husbands because they are tired of the routine. Men build routines. Men get into your
That's
love language
growth.
was hold on. No, it's not growth. It's not growth. It's just change. Shit go from winter to fall to summer to spring to back to it. Don't mean that this shit that's just change. Don't mean there's nothing growing.
So
A
basically,
diet
some men are just
cycle with
boring.
work husband.
I got that.
But this is y'all love. Oh my God. So
Go ahead.
that's the shit that I'm talking about. Men look at women hoping y'all don't change. Y'all look at us seeing what y'all can change. And that's the shit. If we don't change at the pace, y'all gonna always build civilizations, and that's how we maintain them, based upon the routine and the algorithm of life. But
Maybe
y'all
it's
want
all in where you
constant,
come
simple
from.
change.
You know what? I think it's all in where you come from because you got first of all, just FYI, I don't date anybody.
It ain't gonna bend. That won't bend.
If there is no
You're not
bending and
malleable.
breaking, they men down here
You're
are
not
really
malleable.
accustomed to work, take care of the house, come home, get smashed.
Oh
So that's
God.
but
Taking
that
care.
comes with
Everybody
it. That
taking
comes
care
with
of.
that territory of
Yeah.
being taken care of.
Everybody taking care
So
of.
with me, everybody I've been with, like they've been because it's
Mm,
not that's not what it is. It's growth. You start
nah.
to I can't do the same
Everybody,
shit all the
everybody.
time.
But
I
it's not
just
about
can't.
doing. I mean, right? I mean, that's what it comes down to. Like men are routine. How you think we get to us that have to
He broke
constantly
your
evolve and
glass.
change, but according to how the stage in life that you're in, because y'all gonna
Hmm.
always go through changes biologically. That's gonna change how y'all feel about everything environmentally.
Hmm.
Like it does. That's just
I think
it.
you need
And
to
we
date
don't.
outside your normal.
I
I think
have.
it's this too. And then
I
I
mean,
like
of course
that
we
as
like that
well.
too. But
Yeah, but I like this
you gonna
better.
always
I like
outgrow men. Y'all gonna
So,
always
Vic, what's the
outgrow
difference
me.
between being boring and not changing?
No,
That
no,
how
no,
do you
because we
go
conflating
from?
two
How do you
different
make sure that it
things.
doesn't get stale? How do you make sure?
See, that's what I'm saying. We conflating two different things.
Yeah.
That's what we're supposed to do because now we done built up the finances to do it and the time to do it. Now the children
Right.
are older. So when you need to do it or you become bored and now you seek it to an outlet, that's not change. That's just
But
you
see, I
looking
don't
for
think that's
attention.
yeah, I don't women are we're very influenced about with our surroundings. And
Mm-hmm.
it
Yeah, that ain't
sucks.
got nothing to do with us.
Listen, I've learned that my damn self. You get around your friends and they got a man, but their man is doing this
Ooh.
extra stuff and your man is not. So it means like your man on the street. So you
So
can't,
that's
you
what
have
I'm
to
saying.
look deeper into it. I don't think it's all women that
Yes.
want men to change.
No,
You just
no.
want them to consistently grow.
But I mean,
Indeed.
I mean, let me
Because
say,
all men
Trying to
okay,
eat some soup.
that's what I'm
exactly,
saying. You
child.
see what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Hold on. You said the key word. We do it when.
We all feel like it.
So that's what and that's where the disconnect happened at. Well, a man
Not
that
that we're building, but if I'm consistently doing this and you sitting here like, well, I still want to just dig this moat to make sure the dragons don't come over. I don't have time for all that. I need you to be helping me with this
no,
foundation so we can consistently grow. And that's just, but
how you want me to move. I'm just saying,
right.
I'm just saying, because when it came down to it, you said when I have to move at your speed. Okay, cool. I'm not your speed. I
And
mean,
but see, and that's
that's
where the
where
game of questions come
you
in
see what I'm saying?
early.
Yeah,
I'd
I
be like,
agree.
God damn, he was good. Can't do it because I know 3 years down the
I
line
agree.
it's gonna be
I
ugly. So
agree. I
if you
agree.
a lot of women don't start them red.
And with men too. That go for men with choosing the wrong
We
chicks.
overlook all of those red flags that we know are going to be a problem in the end. So you nip that shit in the bud in the beginning.
Yeah, Josh is stuck. Well, it's 3 o'clock, people. I enjoyed your company today, Miss Nicole. I enjoyed it.
Thank
I
you.
enjoyed it.
This was
Thank you for
fun.
joining us.
Y'all
Yeah,
gotta
I
have me
think
back
Josh is
again.
stuck. You brunched it down. We catch you
Yeah. Oh,
another
nah, no.